welcome to Everything Football, the show where we talk about everything football. I'm Olabanje.
And I'm Oladimeji.
Yeah, so on this episode, we'll be talking about transfer windows.
Yes.
So, what do you feel about Man U, the recent activities in transfer windows currently? Do you think we should get a player? And if we get a player, do you think it should be a permanent transfer or do you think it should be a loan transfer?
A permanent transfer should be better.
Considering Rangnick is an interim coach and they are hoping to get a new manager in summer.
Rangnick will be here for 2 years at least if plans move forward further for the new coach. So whatever Rangnick is getting is a plan for the further future. In bringing in a new coach at the end of this season, he's going to stay and take care of other football activities, and he will be in the decision making. So any plans now should be plans moving forward.
I agree with you halfway. I feel any transfer we're going to make currently should be a loan transfer because they plan on appointing Pochettino or Ten Hag or somebody. But still, Rangnick could be part of the back rooms. He'll be advising the team on transfers and all that. But I feel if they're going to get a midfielder, it should be a loan deal for now. So it doesn't, collide. So the player does not, collide with the new manager's plans for the future.
But even though if they get a loan deal now, the major midfielders that I feel that they are meant to go for, they won't really want to go out on loan transfer, to be a permanent transfer. So they won't really want to go out on loan. So it's a off deal.
Yeah. So moving on, Chelsea. We just watched their game this afternoon. What do you think about? To me, I feel they need a left back. That's certain. They need a left back. But what do you think?
And also an attacking midfielder. They also need that because the game against City, it was obvious they were just hanging on from the let go. They need someone to create the spark. Lukaku was left isolated all through the game. So I feel they need that extra spark in the game, and obviously a left back.
I agree with you too. I feel they need an attacking player that can hold the ball. They miss someone that with that hazard quality.
Yes.
Nobody to draw fouls, to calm pressure, all that. I feel most important, I feel they need a left back.
Yes. That's why they've been fighting for Emerson to get back from.
I feel they need a left back and
Lyon.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. So what about Arsenal? They've been linked with Ator for the past few days now. Do you feel Ator is who they need, or who do you think they should go for?
Arsenal need any defender, any midfielder they need right now. They just need, I think, their next game against Tottenham, they have only Lukonga as the senior midfielder available.
Can you recall him senior? He's like 21, 22.
So you can see. So they really need to sort out at least two midfielders till Partey and the rest are back from their international duties.
I also feel.
And again, they need a striker also.
Yeah.
They need a striker.
Either backup or first team. They need a striker.
Like I said, they really need a striker. Those three are not doing justice.
Just like you said from Man U, I don't think any of their options currently would leave on loan.
Yes.
Or in January.
They won't.
So I feel summer. They do need a midfielder.
They really need a midfielder this January. They really need to sign at least two.
Yeah.
To make up. If not,
they're going to be in soup.
They will make it be hard.
Then if Cedric's injury is long term, I think they would need a right back.
No, the Chambers, they can use Chambers for the meantime.
It's not really...
Yes, but at least
quality-wise, midfield
first.
should be priority.
Priority first.
Then if they can get a backup striker currently, they should get a backup.
Yes.
Yeah, so Spurs, their performance against Chelsea on both legs were...
like schoolboy.
It wasn't like Chelsea really carved them open, but then Chelsea were in control of both legs from the get-go.
From the beginning.
So there was
no doubt that Chelsea were going to lose the game at all.
I still feel it needs and he needs center midfielders, at least two.
Yeah,
For
but
starters,
we know Levy. Levy ain't going to drop
he's not going to drop money.
all
He's
those
not going
big.
to drop
And
that
Conte
kind
is
of
a
money.
big,
Conte wants his
big
signings and he
player
wants them
signing,
now.
and he
But
wants them right away. And Levy
I,
does his book,
I read
calculates what
reports this
goes.
morning linking saying Conte told Ndombele, to train on his own apart from the first team. What do
But
you think about that?
when Mourinho also joined, he did likely same thing. Ndobele has his own personal issues with management, coach, and football generally. So I feel they just need to, both parties just need to split and separate.
Well, who are the transfer targets you feel Tottenham should go for in the market?
Looking at Conte being the manager, they are going to, it will always be maybe an Italian and a very, very experienced midfielder, because going down the line of Conte's history has always been trusting experience. So I feel maybe one of those Brozovic in Inter, since he has links.
Brozovic is on his last contract.
Yes. So
I mean, and there are reports linking them to Frank Kessie of Milan too.
Milan,
He too
yeah,
is
and
on
he's on
his
his
last
last
contract.
contract also. So
Altogether, I don't. I feel they are just going to qualify for Europa League. I don't see them really challenging if they don't make at least two quality signings this January. I don't see them doing well in the long term. Unlike Aston Villa, Aston Villa has made, they made
those are the
quality signings, but still, I feel they don't have backup for their centre backs, and I feel they still need a centre midfielder. But aside that, with the materials Gerrard has on ground now, I feel he should really try and qualify for maybe Conference League Conference League. I think, yeah. What do you think?
we all know how all those teams does. Everton did it, Newcastle did it. They keep on signing players and not having concrete plans for each, because I feel they have too much of
They have too much of attackers. Yeah, they have too much.
So
of
I don't know
attackers.
how they want to give game time to every player. So that's one problem Gerrard needs to sort out ASAP. Then
who is going to leave? Who is going to accept the playing time they are going to get?
And I think most of all the players are international players, and World Cup.
Because Matty Cash, they don't have a replacement for Matty Cash.
True.
They don't have a replacement for him. Then they let Twanzebe leave. They only have a cover for Mings and the Konsa. So they don't in their midfield, they have McGinn and Douglas Luiz.
They have some academy.
They have Nakamba and Ramsey, but then quality-wise, compared to what they are trying to if you are looking at what they are trying to achieve, quality-wise, I feel they need at least one more. Okay, they have Morgan Sanson, but Sanson has not been hit. Injury has.
This is not his season at all. They should be okay.
They've escaped relegation anyway.
They
should be fine. I see them finishing top 10 in the league.
Yes.
Newcastle. They signed Wood.
I
was surprised. I was surprised they went for. I feel it's a smart signing, because for now they need players that can also, grind it out, and just so they don't get relegated. I think the Wood was a smart signing, just so they don't get relegated.
When I saw the Wood transfer news, I was like, maybe they are already planning for championship just to get back. And for all those Arab guys, they have plans each place. They don't mind if the success is not quick now. They see, like example, City, they bought small to where they are now. So it's good. About staying up, I still don't yet believe they are staying up yet, Sha.
Yeah. For me, I'm convinced now that they have a real chance. I'm not convinced in the coaching department. I still feel Eddie Howe was a wrong choice. But
they are planning, and why they got Eddie Howe is they just wanted a stable ship, and I feel there are plans in place for a big profile coach.
Definitely.
Eddie Howe will just come in and do the stable the ship, get the team in check, and get the right transfer target on the road, and they'll get a better coach.
So now they've gotten Trippier and Wood. Do you think they should go for somebody else? And
yes,
department?
Obviously they need. I feel they need a creative spark, because he's always on, off.
But then he has Almiron that he keeps on the bench. I don't understand why Almiron doesn't start, as often.
I think his mentality now is defense first
Yeah,
before anything. Let's stop conceding
that's
goals.
logical.
Let's stop conceding goals.
Yeah, from there,
Then from there we can build. So I wouldn't really blame him. He's in a position where he has to stop conceding and then we move them. And you know how Premier League football is. Once you can stay without conceding a lot of goals, there are
At least you
chances.
can get all those 1 point,
Points.
all those crucial 1 points.
It's also football. It's those kind of football to survive.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So if you have any opinion, comment on the comment section. We'll see it and
Down
reply.
below.
Yeah, we'll interact with.
Yeah.
Thank you. So moving on, Barcelona. I'm not gonna lie. I'm impressed with Xavi so far.
Nice. Really brought them
The
out of
last
the deep
3 games I've seen, I've seen his inputs. They are playing better. The only issue I still have is they are not defending well. They are not defending as a team. They are still disjointed while trying to, defend. But compared to Barca's appointment and the appointment Man U made and expectation, I feel Barca should be pleased compared to Man U fans that we are still complaining about, Ragnick.
Yeah.
Xavi successfully implemented his style. Okay, I won't say successfully. Yeah, he's implementing his style gradually, and he has achieved
Yes.
little so far. He's also
And he
successful
has
in
brought
discarding
those
some players
out
you know,
and reshuffled and got fresh energy into the team.
I mean, I don't see them signing anybody else in January because they
Their
could
books
barely
are
register Ferran Torres.
Their books,
But,
there'll be a lot of eyebrows.
I still see them selling. I see them selling
Yeah,
January.
they are
Even in the
talks on-
summer, I see them selling more than incoming transfer.
Yes.
But
They have
ultimately,
too
I don't
much
see them
of-
competing for anything for next year. I don't see them competing well. But I see them playing attractive football. And
But they should make
trying to
Champions League
understand.
football. I know. At least they should make Champions League football.
They might.
Because,
Don't forget, Sevilla just signed Luis Diaz.
Yeah. That's
They just
Sevilla.
signed Luis Diaz,
Yes,
Sevilla.
yes.
And they are second or third
On the table.
on the table. Real Sociedad too. I think they just
Real Sociedad
finalized the
tend
centre
to-
back.
They tend to collapse at the end of
Yeah,
the season.
but they have the experience now.
Yes,
And
yes,
they have
yes.
the backup
True.
players to,
Yes.
support them when. So I feel it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a matter of last 3 games of the season to know. Aside Sevilla and Madrid, even Atletico is in the mix.
Yes, but
Atletico
Simeone is
will
not
struggle
getting it right
to.
this
He's
season,
not
sha.
getting.
He's
He's not getting
it
right.
right this season. I don't know why. Maybe personality wise, sha. I feel he's
Do you think
picking-
Atletico need more players? Because
They need at
in what
least-
position?
at
They,
least
they
I
have
feel they
four.
need.
They have 4 strikers.
Yes, I know.
They have
no,
the wingers.
I feel creating chances and scoring aren't their issue.
Mm-hmm.
Dictating the play and
So if they shouldn't
playing-
have let Saul leave.
yes, I feel don't even know Lisa. They should have maintained.
They bought Rodrigo
What
de
they-
Paul to replace him.
Yes, but
And they
how
have
many games
Kondogbia,
does
they have
he
Cook.
play?
He
Is
plays
it that
almost
he plays
every game.
today or plays?
He plays
tomorrow?
every game.
Yeah,
He of recent has been starting more.
More. Yes, he
Yeah.
has been starting more, but let's see. But that is not Simone is not getting it right this season.
Yeah.
Let's see what Leah does. Maybe I think that will be interesting.
Yeah,
The
Real
ending
Madrid.
part will be interesting. Really.
Real Madrid.
Yeah, we always be there. They are Galacticos. They are preparing.
Do you
for
see
the
them making
Mbappe
any
and
big
the
signing
Haaland.
this January?
I don't really because their squad is okay.
Yeah, that's good.
They have a
That squad is balanced for
squad.
now.
They have the young, the youth, the experience,
And they've capitalized on other teams dropping silly
silly
points.
and,
So even if they drop some
and
points,
they'll
I think
probably
they should still be
win
fine.
the Super Cup.
They should.
They
I see them
today.
winning the Super Cup and the league this season.
This season, so they should be okay. They should be okay. Real should be okay.
Yeah. So once again, if you have any comments about La Liga clubs and transfer, comment section.
Comment section now.
We'll reply and interact. Yeah. So moving on, Dortmund. What do you feel about Dortmund?
I feel Dortmund, they are planning for a lot of players exits. Haaland to mention. And I feel they really need to go back like what they did last 3 years or I think last 4 years where they kind of scouted around Europe the young prospect and bought them in bulk. I think they really need to go back there because I feel they will lose Haaland this summer. I don't think they have the power, the financial capacity and the league or trophy.
Well, if they sell Haaland, they should have financial capacity.
Yes,
Because
his release clause
they
is
don't
activated.
they don't
Like,
buy they don't buy players with big price.
big. They
They
don't.
scout them by little.
Like,
So I feel they should be
they should
fine
be
if they
okay.
sign Alan. Plus they
Yes.
have Donier Malen.
Yes, but I feel he's a striker and that he's always
Yeah,
playing him on the wing.
I feel they are playing
But
on the wing to
you can't
accommodate
bench
Alan.
Ireland.
So yeah,
It's not
but I
possible.
think they still have Yusufa Makoko, the young striker. So I feel going to the market, all they need to get is, I don't see them make any sign in this January anyway.
No,
But I feel in the summer
they
they
don't. They
need.
rarely do January transfer
No,
windows.
they barely.
They rarely
I
do
feel they
January
should
transfer
get a
windows.
centre back.
Yeah, they need that
They are
because they've been
stretched thin
playing
at the back.
Can.
I feel they should get
Really,
a centre back.
it's
And
been
I
very.
also feel
They are still in Champions League, right?
yeah, they're still in
Yes,
Champions.
yes.
No, they are not. They are in Europa.
Oh yeah, they are in
They are
Europa.
in
They
Europa.
got knocked by
Sporting
and Ajax.
and Ajax.
Ajax. Yeah.
So I feel they should get a centre
They
back.
should be good. They should go far in
Then
Europa.
they should get a backup for Haaland in the summer, because the post-match conference yesterday, he complained about them pressuring him to make a decision. And we all know Haaland is most likely going to leave to Madrid this summer.
Yes.
So
if
I feel they should get, with Donier Malen, I feel they should get a backup striker.
there are a lot of
They should
prospect
get a centre
strikers
back.
that I trust
And
Dortmund to do the.
Witsel hasn't been playing, as he used to. So I feel they should also get a defensive midfielder. But they should be fine. I don't see them competing for the league
It's not
title.
possible.
I mean, they are second
Bayern
currently,
got-
but it's the league
Bayern
is
is
for Bayern.
Bayern. Is always Bayern.
No, so talking
But
about
Dortmund will be
Bayern,
okay.
I don't. What do you feel? Do you think Bayern will make any signing? Koeman just signed a new deal
Yes.
this week. Do you think they will make any new signing
Dortmund.
this January?
Dortmund are just
No,
waiting for a.
Bayern.
Bayern. Bayern are just waiting for a big player's contract to run down, and they will take it. They are okay.
They don't spend much.
They don't spend much,
The last
so
player I
they
can
don't
remember them
expect any-
spending big was Sane.
Yeah.
They don't tend, but they've been linked to Rafinha of Leeds.
Leeds, yes. True,
What do you
true.
think? Do you think
They will have
it's
to break the
possible in
bank
summer?
because Leeds is an England team, and anyhow, Rafinha is one of their top players, and he's not going to go for anything less than I feel 50 million.
Yeah, so
Pounds,
talking
so-
about PSG now, PSG, what do you think about the team as a whole? What do you think currently? I mean,
I
they are
feel-
fine. They are fine in the league. They are leading the second with several points. They are
Yes.
fine, but overall they've not been playing well.
At all.
So what do you think? What do you think? Do you think some players need to leave? Do you think they need more players? Because Wijnaldum, I read some reports earlier this week, he wants to come back to England.
Yes.
So what do you think as a whole?
I feel Poch just needs to have the balls to stand on his decision, take the decision and don't
But
care
do you
about
think
the
he has
media.
that kind of power to take the decision?
Yeah, because of the way PSG is run, I don't feel he has that power. But if he's a kind of coach that has seen it, he has played at the top level, he has played and he has coached really. So I feel he can. He just needs to make his decision and
But he has not coached.
lock out.
He has never been in a club where pressure is this much.
True.
And he was in Tottenham where he had a considerable amount of authority.
And
Compared to
limited
PSG, he has a
expectation.
limited, authority in PSG.
PSG.
The expectations are very high, and the team is underperforming. So, what do you think, as Poch? What do you think he needs? Do you think he needs to just tell the board that this kind of players he doesn't need them? He needs this set of players. What do you think?
First of all, he needs to play some players in their right position. I feel that's what I feel. Like Di Maria should always start games.
Di Maria starting there, who is being benched? There's Neymar, there's Messi, and there's Mbappe.
And they don't have to. Mbappe, Neymar, Messi don't have to always play every game because it's obvious those three won't
Do you know the
press.
kind of contracts they sign?
Yes, even though as the contract they sign, I don't dispute that. But just if result at the end saves you your job.
Don't you think the backlash will even be more if he doesn't win as much games, benching either any one of the trio for Di Maria?
If the backlash will be much, but I just feel if Di Maria and certain players will get you the results are over the line, it suits you. Playing Mbappe, Messi, and Neymar, and all through the game, yes, they contribute when the natural spark, talent, and everything. But if they don't contribute all around helping the team as a whole, football is a team sport. If they don't contribute to the team's efforts collectively, they're going to struggle.
Yeah,
They
so
had all
I'm going to
issues
take you
against
back.
City.
I'm going to take you back now to the issue of having authority. Because from what we are seeing, we know that from the way PSG is being run, we know the coach
But
has little authority.
authority
So do
is
you
loud
so
and clear.
these things like saying, do you think it's possible for him to do without being sacked? Because he doesn't have that kind of authority to try that.
He's in a lose-lose situation.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be Poch.
Never.
This the kind of situation is. I feel the only manager that can achieve anything with that squad is Pep. Because
True,
that's
Pep.
that's the
He
only manager.
has-
Or Zidane. You know, either of those. Aside those two, I don't think any manager would fare well in PSG
I don't think
because
those guys
players have
respect
too
him
much
like
power.
that much.
Yeah,
I
the
don't think
players
they
even
respect
the players have
they
too much
respect
power.
him that much.
They
I
have
don't
a
think
lot
so.
of superstars.
There's too much of ego in the dressing room. Too much.
Yeah.
Too
So
much.
now we're moving to Italy. Juventus.
Juve, the old ladies. Juve.
Or what do you think?
I've never really understood Juve's issue or problem. I feel after their Champions League final in the one they had against
Real Madrid, 2016 or 17.
I think after that the team seems to just
2017, Kiev.
fade off. So it was really hard to pinpoint what exactly is their issue.
Yeah.
Because I feel player wise, experience wise, and talent wise,
It depends. Player wise, it depends. They have certain players that fit a certain system. Then they don't seem to have the creative player. The only creative player they have is Dybala, of which Dybala now,
Please.
the talks we're getting now is that he also wants to live on a free. But
The
then
kind
I
of player
feel
that-
it's a blessing in disguise for them because with Dybala they've never really nailed down his favorite position.
Yeah.
Is he a striker? Is he a winger? Is he a second
Sometimes him
striker?
play him,
You know.
and they drop him to the midfield to play. So that's what I've never really.
Then there are reports of Melo going to Arsenal.
Arsenal. Yeah.
I feel if Melo should leave to Arsenal, that would be the only reason why they would get somebody, you know, in January. But besides that, I don't see them making any signing. I feel in summer they need to get rid of Alexandro. You know, I mean, the Siglo still plays for them. Why? He could. The Siglo couldn't even nail down a position at Lyon. Why? They need to get rid of Sandro. The Siglo. They need to make quality signings at the back.
It has been years I've been saying him in Juve.
You know, they still have Daniel Rugani. Rugani still came
What?
back to Juve. Why?
Lot of
I feel
people
like
to go.
all around they need to start making smarter signings. I mean, in the past they've been making smart signings, getting players for free and paying them big salaries.
Salary.
It has not been working. I feel they actually need to be more intentional about their signings now.
And they need to sort out their striker, the number 9 for a long term.
I think they should be fine, but they should make smart signings in the summer. They should make smart signings. They really need to do better. They really need to be better.
And it is going to be hard for them to break into the top 4 because with the way Inter, AC, Napoli,
Napoli has obviously Napoli has been
and Lazio.
Lazio has been dropping points. I feel they I don't see them qualify for Champions League, but I feel, you know, if we are going to judge from the last 10 seasons, Juve always do well the last 2 months or last 6 weeks of the season.
What they
So I
did
feel
last season.
last season what? Last season still, because they shouldn't have made top 4 last season if not for Ronaldo. Yeah,
Ronaldo
and
factor. Yeah.
it was in the last 4 weeks that they, you know, crawled into the top 4. So yeah,
And they are good in Champions League. I think they top their table.
yeah,
so
they top
been-
there. But I mean, they are one of those teams that you don't know how far they will go. And, you know,
It's hard.
yeah, AC Milan lost Kessie to AFCON. They also
And
lost.
they are probably going to lose him more because
They
he's
also
not renewing his
lost
contract, so-
Benessa
Yes.
to
Algeria.
AFCON. So they have Tonali, Bakayoko, and Radi Krunic now. I mean, at the back, Samuel Kjær is injured. They're looking to get. I think he's injured for the rest of the season with ACL. I'm not so sure, but I know he's injured for a long time. They're looking to get Bailey on loan or Abdou Diallo on loan.
Abdullah, I think he
Abdullah
said
is playing, but he wants to leave because he's
leave.
not getting enough playing time. So
Obviously.
they're trying to secure loan deals either for Bailey or
Yeah.
what do you think about that?
They can Bailey, they can get Bailey because I feel Bailey is
Because
already
Bailey too wants to
leave
Yeah.
United also.
I think it's a matter of how much they're willing to pay. Yeah, now. So
how much is on ground too.
Do you think they should get a midfield? But they have 3 midfielders currently. But do you still feel they should get a midfielder?
They can get a midfielder because the kind of way they play,
They possessive.
they don't really pinpoint on a certain player.
Yeah.
So they could always rotate game
But
in,
then,
game out.
I feel they are going to get a player. It should be a loan.
Obviously,
deal.
AC
And
don't really do permanent.
them
deals
not
like
being
that.
sure of cases because they have a money.
Kessie
They have
is
a
not
money
signing.
with Kessie.
He's not
Also,
signing.
Romagnoli has not signed a new deal, and he's also leaving as a free transfer.
But he doesn't. He really plays.
That's why he has not been playing.
He really plays
Because he has refused to commit. They can't ban Kessie because they don't have a better option.
True, maybe.
So I think AC they are in a potential mess. And they're also stingy in the aspect of spending money. Now I feel they are going to have to spend money.
They have to.
They're going to have to spend. Because if Kessie leaves, that's a quality midfielder. They have to replace him. Although they have Tonali and Benassa, but they still need another quality player to compete. Also, if Romagnoli leaves, his experience and his leadership qualities.
And they will get Bailey or
Daniel. Yeah, okay,
and
yeah.
they will probably put
there are centre backs in the market that
permanent transfer at the end of summer for it.
Yeah, if they are not stingy, they should be fine on the long term.
They should be fine.
Yeah, talking about Roma now, they've signed Oliveira. Yes. They also signed Maitland Lyons. I was not too happy with Niles playing as a right back in the last game, but I can understand that their 2 options are injured.
Is Spinazzola back?
Spinazzola is not back.
Okay, so
but I think he will still come. But I'm happy with Oliveira signing because they need a player of his quality. Cristante has been terrible this season, and Vertat has been okay, but he can't do pass himself. To be honest, he can only give what he has. He has been okay. I mean, Pellegrini has been fine, but I think Mourinho has to talk to his players. They shoot too much. When he has a striker, they are too stingy.
Midfield.
Pellegrini, Zaniolo, they take too much shots when Abraham is free. I think that's one of their issues. But going forward, I don't see them making any other signing this January. I think they will make defensive. I think they will make more defensive signings in the summer.
I think they are okay attacking wise.
Yeah, attacking wise they are okay. They've loaned Gonzalo Villa and Boya Meira to Getafe. I mean, but those players don't play anyway.
They rarely play, so they should. I think once they get one more defender, they should be okay.
They need one more defender. They need a right back too. Yeah, they should. I think in the summer they should make
goes back to the midfield to help out.
More signings in the summer. They need to shed some weight. They need to let some players leave. They need to let some players leave. They are taking up space.
Okay.
And then talking about Napoli also, they didn't release Osimhen. It's COVID, only for him to be back.
They played
He's going to play this week now. So I mean, but Petegna has really performed. Petegna he stepped up. Petegna stepped up. Even the highest goal scorer, the Belgian Mertens too scored some important goals.
And with Skinny.
But then with them losing Insigne now, I feel I don't see them buying because they have Elmas and they've been playing Elmas as a winger now. I think they will be fine. They still have Luzano.
And they have a lot of. I think they have 7 or 6 players in our cause. So
they have Koulibaly. That's why they signed Tuanzebe. Yes. They have Koulibaly in AFCON. I think it's only Koulibaly. Yeah, that's the only player.
They have this midfielder
from their first 11.
They have this midfielder. This Cameroon midfielder.
Anguissa. Anguissa. They lost Anguissa. But they are covered. They have Zelinski. They have Diego Dema. They have what is this other? Fabian Ruiz. They still have Lobotka. Stanislav Lobotka. So they are covered. They should be fine.
They should be okay.
They should be okay. So if you have any inputs, comments, you can comment in the comment section. We would get back to you, would interact and make it more interesting. Thank you for joining us on this week's episode of everything football show where we talk about everything. So yeah, enjoy the
Thank you.
rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye.